Welcome to another episode, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Jasmine Crockett absolutely demolishes Nicki Minaj. She destroys her right here, calls her in no uncertain terms a sellout. She says that she does not rock with Nicki Minaj whatsoever, that in fact she had always preferred Cardi B over Nicki Minaj, and that her instincts were correct because this is not a time for sellouts to be able to have a voice and to prevail. I'll let Jasmine Crockett speak. I was a bit surprised, if you will, that her language was so strong and aggressive. She's smiling here, but she does not pull any punches as it relates to one Nicki Minaj. Also, we all know where the ire is coming from Jasmine Crockett. Nicki Minaj has indeed sold out to MAGA. She went on stage with Erica Kirk, called out her own fans. She said that black women, to paraphrase, were jealous of white women, that black women should not be upset and be judgmental of the other women, that, just respect their beauty. Just accept the fact that they're beautiful and don't try to bring them down in order to put yourself up. This is what Nicki Minaj said there when she sat down with Erica Kirk at Turning Point USA. She also came out holding hands with Donald Trump and supporting Trump. She gave a speech for Trump. She introduced Trump. Many people are outraged with Nicki Minaj's behavior. But let's get into this. Jasmine Crockett is about to let her have it.
Hey, I wanted to ask about Nicki Minaj, because she's very in the news these days. Has
Look how she look. First she's shaking her head like, we don't even mess with her. We don't even say that name around here. Like, she disgusted. Like, ugh. Like she got the heebie-jeebies right there. Ugh. Like, ugh. Ugh. Why are you saying that name?
doing a face right now.
We don't mess with Nicki.
You don't mess with Nicki?
No, we don't mess with Nicki.
Did you used to mess with her?
Oh, of course. I mean, you had to, but I will be clear, I have always loved Cardi more.
Okay.
And clearly my instincts were right to love on Cardi more than Nicki.
Totally. So you kind of flipped on her. What was the moment you decided that I just can't anymore?
I just don't do sellouts, especially in this moment, right? Like, things are too serious. There are too many people that are being harmed. And especially with her being an immigrant, then deciding to go and cozy up to this administration that is specifically putting targets on the backs of immigrants and anyone who stands with them. Even if they're U.S. citizens, they can catch a bullet. That is wrong. And I don't even understand how you can play with it and pretend like it's anything but wrong.
Why do you think she's doing it?
I do like Jasmine Crockett. I don't agree, as I've said before, with her stance on Israel whatsoever. I'm totally against Israel. I believe that they are committing genocide and that the USA supports this genocide. And anyone who does not denounce that is complicit in that genocide. She speaks a lot about immigrants, and some have even criticized her for that and said that she doesn't do anything for black people or speak up enough for the darker peoples of the world, that she instead puts her time and energy into speaking up for them. That's just a side note. That has nothing necessarily to do with this, with her destroying Nicki Minaj. But there you have it. Well, there's more. But she says that Nicki Minaj is a sellout, and that in this day and age, you don't have time for sellouts, and that Nicki Minaj is herself an immigrant, and therefore should know better than to support the people, the administration that are doing what they are doing to the immigrants. Being an immigrant herself, Nicki Minaj, she qualifies for deportation, but she's cozying up to Trump for some reason. We all know that Nicki Minaj's brother is locked up with a life sentence for SA against a child. Her husband is a registered offender. And Trump likes to hand out pardons to these sort of people. She's going to make mention of that. But many people have speculated that Nicki Minaj is cozying up to Trump and the administration for her own gain. She has an ulterior motive. What it is, there's a lot of speculation as to what her ulterior motive may be. But that she has one is not in doubt. And in fact, it just came across my timeline that Nicki Minaj is now furious with Donald Trump. She expected something, some sort of reciprocity for the support that she gave him. She has not received that. Whatever that perhaps she was promised or whatever, it has not come to fruition. And as a consequence, she's upset and furious now with the administration for, in her calculation, turning their backs on her, Nicki Minaj. So now, chances are, soon and very soon, she's going to want to come back home. She shall not be accepted.
Listen, I don't know if it's because she looking for some papers for some people, or if she's looking for them other papers, because I hear that she got family members that's got a few little issues, right? And so maybe she needs them other papers, because he love to hand those out, usually at a cost, right? But going after people like Don Lemon.
So she talking about a pardon. She talking about pardon papers. He like to hand out those other papers, usually at a cost, for those kind of people. She's talking about pardons for the type of people that her brother and her husband is accused of being, Nicki Minaj. SAers. Abusers. Hey, he's locked up for it, got life in prison for it, and her husband had to register. Nicki Minaj's husband had to register as an offender. So these are just the facts. Why is all of a sudden she cozying up to Donald Trump? Stay tuned.
Who I love dearly, just wrong. Like, she's just on the wrong side of history. So I hope that people remember all of this when she comes back and she's broke and she's begging for money and support, because something tells me MAGA ain't gonna do it for her.
Yes, no, MAGA's not gonna do it for her. And there you go, Jasmine Crockett, spoken like a true sister. She says, I hope everyone remembers this when she comes back and is begging for support. She comes back broke. Some people believe that she sold out for the money, in fact, that she was already going broke. And that's why she went over to MAGA, that they paid her, to come show up at these events, speak up and speak up for Trump and Erica Kirk and all of this nonsense. So Jasmine is just saying, hey, when she ends up broke and disgusted and wants to come back to the community, everyone needs to remember what she did. Don't have this short memory as the community tends to have. And let these people who have totally sold out the community first benefit and profit off of the community, as Nicki Minaj has done, has profited severely, tremendously from the culture, from the community. All of her supporters essentially were and are from the community. The LGBTQ community, the Black community, the immigrant community, and so forth. She's an immigrant. And then for her to get up there and turn her back on the very community that made her rich. These other people that make her rich, they don't care about her. They wasn't thinking about her. They not running around bumping her music. They running around bumping Taylor Swift. We made her rich and famous. And then she goes up there and shits right in your face. Right in everyone, right in the community's face. You better not accept her back. If you do, hell, I'm going over there to the other side.
Nicki came out with like, you know, a summer jam and you couldn't not bop your head to it, do you think you'd still have to turn it off when you're in the car to come on the radio? Or like, can you divorce those two things?
I think that there are plenty of people. I'll give you an example. R. Kelly, right? A lot of people took issue with R. Kelly. R. Kelly obviously is serving and doing his time right now. But something tells me that people are still bumping R. Kelly somewhere, somehow, right? I think that there are people that can divorce the art. For me, it is more so about like your dollars. Like, are you going to support with your dollars certain things? Because it's the dollars that have given her a platform in the first place. Otherwise, Donald Trump wouldn't even know who she was. No one would know who she was, but for the dollars that were used to support her that allowed her to have the platform that she has. Do you want to continue?
Yes, and the dollars, who did the dollars come from? Who did the dollars come from? I didn't even see this part. I already know, but who did the dollars come from? I wonder if she's going to say that. Yeah, the dollars, this is how Donald Trump even knows about her, the fame and the money. But who did this fame and money, who made this possible? What community? Not Donald Trump and his community, his supporters, not MAGA. Not MAGA, Nicki, not MAGA.
To support or elevate a person's platform who's then going to turn around and do things that are demeaning to us as a society.
It's interesting to me that like she's like the MAGA hero right now, but she's not included in their halftime Super Bowl show. You know how they're doing a Turning Points halftime show? Kid Rock is headlining. I assumed that Nicki was going to headline, but she's not even on the bill. It's a pride. Why do you think Nicki's not on there?
She may now understand her place as it relates to MAGA, but maybe she won't. Who knows?
The Epstein files.
The Epstein files. Yeah, I'm going to get back to that in a second. Okay, there you have it. That was from TMZ. Shout out to them. Okay, Jasmine Crockett. Let Nicki Minaj have it, as she should have. Because Nicki Minaj indeed sold the people out. She's currying favor. She's cozying up to the administration for some reason. You let me know in the comments what you think it is, what the reason is. She's trying to free her brother who has life in prison for SA. Is she trying to get her husband's record expunged? Is she trying to get her papers because she too is an immigrant? Did she just do it for money? Many theories abound, but why did she go to Turning Point USA, sit down with Erica Kirk and say the things that she said? Here you have Representative Jasmine Crockett even saying that she's a sellout, called the woman a sellout. That's how much you sold out, Nicki. That your own people are calling you a sellout now. That can't be good. That can't feel good. And as I said, apparently, MAGA has already turned on her. Trump has already turned on Nicki Minaj. Apparently, she's furious over this betrayal. She thought that she was about to get something that she has not gotten. Wow. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett. And to hell with Nicki Minaj and any other MAGA sellout. Stay safe and stay free, people.